It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Football League is on the air. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. Throwing to start the drive. Man. And his first pass is incomplete. The CD, you know, this offense at 11-0 now. They had it staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Faced for their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Throwing on 1st down. Man. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd down, Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Back to throw. Man steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. To the air, Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll protect. Allen off the play fake. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Singletary to get the drive started. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 21-0 our score after 1. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen looking for Randall and intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. He's had a pretty miserable first half. The pick 6 a moment ago, the second one he's thrown, and we're not to halftime yet. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Dancing to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Cook. Touchdown, Falcons. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills going to take over again on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Allen now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And again, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Barnett. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards long.
Team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. On play action, Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Kingsley Kiki drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jonathan Taylor, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. The Chargers trying to keep hope alive. And at 7-5, they're still right in the mix for a playoff berth. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Titans want to get hot at the right time. And at 7-4 now, they're right in the mix for a playoff spot. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go with Booker up the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Here's complete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Booker running left. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Allen going to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. On first down, Allen. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake. Man. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Auden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To throw, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 14. It's caught by Randall. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Man. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this off.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Bills getting set to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one too low. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir.
And it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's got his man Randall. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Falcons, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.